Hi dear students, in today's class we will have the revision of Act 2 Scene 7. This scene takes place in Belmont, a room in Portia's house. Flourish of cornet enter Portia with the Prince of Morocco and their trains. So the scene takes place in Belmont, a room in Portia's house. The main characters discussed in this scene are Prince of Morocco and Portia. And this is the first of the three scenes where a suitor makes his choice of the three caskets. So here we can find the selection of the casket. Prince of Morocco is there at Belmont in order to try his leg and to select the casket there. So here in this scene, Portia asks her servants to draw the curtains because Prince of Morocco is there to make his selection. And the servants, they opens the curtain, then what they can see there? Three caskets, gold, silver and lead. And after this, Prince of Morocco, he goes near to each casket. First he goes near to the golden casket and there is a description on the golden casket. And what is the description? Whoever chooses me shall gain what many men desire. And then he goes near to the silver casket and he finds one description there, that is, whoever chooses me will get as much as he deserves. And then he goes near to the lead, and by seeing the lead casket itself, the Prince of Morocco, he is disappointed and says that it is a plain one. And there is also one description, and what is the description? Whoever chooses me shall give and take hazard for me or take risk for me. And after going through each casket, the Prince of Morocco, he is little bit confused because he was not knowing what is the criteria for knowing the right selection of the casket. Then Portia says that in one of these three caskets, my picture is there, my portrait is there. So the person who selects the right casket in which my portrait, my picture, that person can marry me. Then once again Prince of Morocco, he goes back to the different casket and reads the description in a reverse order. That means he starts with the lead casket, and by seeing the appearance itself, he is not happy. And he says that noble people, they won't risk for anything which is having lower value. So the lead casket or the lead metal, it is an inferior metal, and Prince of Morocco, he doesn't want to select lead casket. Then he goes near to the silver casket, and what is the description on the silver casket? Whoever chooses me will get as much as he deserves. So then Prince of Morocco thinks about his eligibility. In the first stage, he thinks that he is not actually eligible to get Portia as his wife, and he feels that if he goes with the eligibility and the deservings, then such a kind of attitude may bring discredit on this selection of casket. But later he changes his mind and he feels that he truly deserves Portia because of few things. What all are the things? He believes that he actually deserves Portia because of his birth, because of his wealth, because of his education, because of his natural abilities and the values, and because of his upbringing, and finally because he loves Portia more than anything. So because of these reasons, Prince of Morocco believes that he actually deserves Portia. And he is not stopping there with the silver casket, but he goes further to the golden casket. And he says, and what is the description on the golden casket? Whoever chooses me shall get what many men desire. So according to Prince of Morocco, what many men desire, it is Portia. And in order to see Portia and in order to get Portia as wife, many people come from different parts of the world to Belmont, and they take challenges and risk their life. Okay, few people, they are crossing Hyrcanian desert or the Persian desert and the wilderness, just like they are coming through the highways. And there are some other people, they cross the oceans just like they are crossing a small stream. Why? they want to see Portia and they want to marry Portia. So the obstacles and the challenges they face, they don't see actually. And they just have only one aim, to marry Portia. So according to Prince of Morocco, what many men desire, it is Portia. And then after this, after going through each casket, he makes a final decision. And first he says, lead is not having any value, and even it is not good to cover the body of the prince, body of Portia at the burial of Portia. And then he goes near to the silver and feels that silver is something 10 times inferior to gold and the pure gold, so the picture won't be there in silver casket. And then he feels and he confirms that the picture will be surely inside the golden casket. Why? Because in Britain they have got a coin, and on that coin there is a picture of an angel engraved. And but here in Belmont there is an angel and her picture is inside the casket. So he believes that the picture of Portia is there inside the golden casket, and only the gold can contain such a precious gem like a Portia. Then he asks Portia to give the key. Then Portia gives the key to Prince of Morocco. And Prince of Morocco, he opens the casket, and what he finds there, he finds a skull, and in the empty eye socket of the skull, he finds a written scroll. And he reads the scroll, and it is written on the scroll that all that glitters or shining are not gold. And even the tombs, the gold plated tombs, inside what it is worms. So don't judge anything by just outside appearance or the external appearance. And again this letter continues that in order to make a proper judgment, you must be wise enough, and you should make a proper judgment also. And you must be bold and wise at the same time, and you should have a right judgment in your young body. But unfortunately, Prince of Morocco, he was not able to make the right selection because he was attracted by the external beauty and selects the golden casket. And finally, at the end of the scroll, it is written that now say goodbye. And after this, after reading the letter, he understood that he lost his choice. And after this, Prince of Morocco, he says goodbye to Portia and leaves the scene. And once Prince of Morocco left the scene, then Portia is very much relieved because she actually doesn't like Prince of Morocco, and she says to her servants that let all the people with the same complexion and same personality, same nature, same character make the same selection, same or the wrong selection of the casket. So I hope that this is clear to you. So here Prince of Morocco is there to make his selection of casket, and 3 caskets are there: gold, silver and lead. He goes in front of each casket and reads the description on the different casket, and he is not happy with the lead casket. And when he goes near to the silver casket, he is confused with his eligibility, but finally he feels that he truly deserves Portia. And after this, he goes near to the golden casket, and he is sure that all the men in the world, they desire only one thing, that is Portia. And after this, he makes the selection of the casket. First of all, he just rejects the lead casket, and he says that it is not having any value at all. Then he rejects the silver casket because it is 10 times inferior to golden casket. And finally he selects golden casket because such a good gem, such a precious gem like a Portia, it should be there in golden casket. And he opens the golden casket, and what he finds there, he gets a skull, and in the empty eye socket of the skull there is a written scroll or a written paper, and it says that all that shining, it is not gold. And even the tombs, gold plated tombs, it contains worm. So you must be wise enough to make a proper judgment. And after this, Prince of Morocco, he says goodbye to Portia, and Portia is very much happy. So this is Act 2, Scene 7. And I hope that it is clear. Once again go through, and if there is any doubt, contact me. Thank you. Have a nice day.